Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Right, so quite an exciting news, interesting things to discuss surrounding this as well. But the headline will be that everybody can get a free Baron Zemo tomorrow as a 6-star if you have high enough progression level in the game. So, exciting news, Baron Zemo's underground market opens tomorrow. So Cyber Weekend sales will be themed after Baron Zemo, basically. Of November, sales starts on November 24th at 10 a.m. PT through December 1st, so in the last 1 week. Don't miss some of the year's top deals and visit Summoner's Market to claim free Baron Zemo. Visiting Summoner's Market means go to Kabam's web store. So if you want to get the free Baron Zemo, you will have to go to the web store, where obviously Kabam has started offering their own exclusive deals as well. Get 3 to 6-star Baron Zemo free in the Summoner's Market, and here is also explanation for it. So once you go there, likely you will just be able to claim it just like you claimed the daily crystals and stuff like that. It's going to be one of the, daily specials or something, and you're just going to have to press on it and tap get free. And then, if you're proven, as in if you just basically opened your account very recently, you get a 3-star, Conquerors and Uncollected get a 4-star, Cabs and Thronebreakers get a 5-star, and if you are a Paragon or Valiant player, you get a 6-star. Baron Zemo is delivered as a selector. If you plan to change your progression level during Cyber Week, consider waiting until you do before claiming the selector. Consider waiting until you before. Okay, kind of. So, quite interesting. Obviously, this kind of is more important than it otherwise would be. Because let's face it, like a month ago, nobody really cared about Baron Zemo. He wasn't like shining in any game modes. He wasn't an important piece of any part of the game. There were people who liked him. Many people had ranked him because of prestige initially or because of the initial hype. But, for the most part, you didn't see him that much. Now, however, obviously, the Baron Zemo's status in the game has changed. And that, I believe, is also going to be the most helpful thing for a ton of, newer Paragon players. Because given the fact that now everybody can get a Baron Zemo as a 6-star, 6-star Awakening Gems are not rare. It also means that Kabam is giving everybody a very, very, very cheap way how to finish Necropolis. I will potentially try to do a Zemo pass, the showcase, or something of the sort. But the point being is, Baron Zemo is, extremely big part of enabling anybody to complete Necropolis. If you choose to rank 5 the Baron Zemo and, synergize him up, bring in a champion to help you with some other fights, you can effectively run through the entire Necropolis cheaper than you would with Aegon potentially, do extremely well, and clear Necropolis. Which inevitably is kind of like a win-win situation. And therefore, I do want to compliment Kabam on being quite smart about this, about Necropolis, the release of it, the way they handled it. I think they did a good job, genuinely, kind of getting the community excited, getting the community involved by doing the whole crypt event, which, encourages people to go in there and die, and now you have this kind of like almost a social encouragement of your teammates, and like, come on, go farm some revives, go die in Necropolis, let's all learn some stuff together. And I'm sure that, there are going to be some people who otherwise maybe wouldn't have rushed in it, feel motivated to do so more now because of that event. And now, I mean, truly, like, I haven't been too generous in saying when Kabam does something very, very smart, but this is it. This is genuinely clever, because now they have given very solid, really good, meaningful rewards in completion, which I also think they did a great job in designing, because unlike Abyss, because Abyss rewards are, useless now. There's like literally no point to do Abyss now or at any given point in the future. Because Abyss difficulty was here, the rewards aged here, basically. Spending items on Abyss is kind of stupid when you can get as much, if not better, rewards, just doing your monthly events and side events and stuff like that. So now with them putting in a 6-star Master on completion, which is a, meta defender, at the very least at the moment. Then putting in that mastery point, then putting in the 7-star class crystals in there, and 7 stars are fresh, so it's not like with Abyss, when we already had a ton of 6 stars. 7 stars are very, very fresh, and those 7-star crystals are gonna be still quite, nice reward for a while. I think Abyss, no, but Necropolis rewards will last and be relevant and meaningful for quite a while. And then on top of it all, they have been very clever encouraging people to go in there and test it out, and they have reduced the difficulty level. They have reduced the cost of it, especially the completion. The final boss isn't a complete nightmare anymore. You're kind of more free in which champions you need and don't need, and you can get it through. And yeah, I think Kabam has been very smart about this. And that is like a genuine compliment, because I don't think they have been smart in some sort of negative way where they are bamboozling the player base. I think this is a perfect way to develop the game and excite the community, because community feels good because they're excited, engaged, they're getting good rewards, they feel like they're progressing, they're getting Zemo now, they're getting answers to the problems in Necropolis basically, and Kabam has designed a good piece of content. Kabam has given extra incentive to going there. Kabam has made sure that the rewards are extremely relevant right now and relatively easy to achieve, and will be relevant for quite a while. And now this is like the final point where Kabam's effectively giving everybody at around that progression level the tools to do it. So this is one of those videos where, weird, but hats off to Kabam. I think they have done this entire Necropolis. Again, I personally think unchecking Aegon is like the biggest kind of like oversight they have made surrounding Necropolis. I don't think it's great. The fact that there's like Baron Zemo, Shuri, Kate, and all the other champions that do really well in it, I love that. That issue put aside, I think this is almost perfect launch, or as good of an event launch, or as good of a content launch as Kabam has ever done. Realistically, it wasn't massively bugged, which is major. We had the Grandmaster final boss bug, but they fixed it relatively quickly, and it could have been a lot worse going Kabam. And yeah, the rewards are solid. Difficulty level, I think, is acceptable for vast majority of the player base. Not super expensive to do the initial path, especially. And the boss isn't an absolute nightmare. I think the marketing, everything else around it has been great. But yeah, damn it. I mean, awesome. No, seriously, dude, we need more of this. Whoever was like in charge of planning all the peripherals of Necropolis, obviously the designers did a good job as well with it. I do think they learned a lot from Abyss and fixed a lot of issues that we had with Abyss. I do think the fight designers themselves did a solid job for most part, and definitely the biggest praise goes whoever worked on that crypt event, whoever's coming up with this Zemo stuff, and pretty much everything else. There's not too much to add here. I think yeah, ultimately need to take my hat off, and Kabam has done surprisingly amazing job with this. So I do hope that this is a sign of things to come. I do think that the nameless champion thing is interesting. So I know it's easy to be really pessimistic about things happening in the game, and perhaps tomorrow after seeing the deals and what Kabam does with the sale, I'm going to be in a completely different mood. But you have to admit, Kabam has been doing some good stuff, and there are some things changing, some new things coming, and I like much of it. I'm still worried about the execution of them, given Kabam's history, but this Necropolis event and launch has definitely been quite surprisingly reassuring. So, kudos to whichever people worked on all of this. And yeah, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye. proceed with hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information